actually less than a foot from flood stage. And just to give you a better perspective, take a look at this water. Julie's going to zoom in on this sign down here. When we got here 30 minutes ago, you could see it said, "For your safety, please." Then we couldn't see anymore. You can't see the word please anymore. It has gone up that quick. I actually wanted to show you. Look at this. This is the Lyft app right now. You're used to seeing a ton of cars in the area when you open up the app, letting you know what drivers are in your area. Now when you push request Lyft, it's actually going to give you a message that says Lyft is not available in this area yet. This ramp actually, well, what used to be a ramp, now it's kind of a makeshift swimming area for these families and kids enjoying the water. Officials earlier today told me this is the most full this lake has been on this specific holiday in nearly a decade. The idea is take a book, return a book, not take the whole stash and dash.
Alicia Inns is live in Rio following Team USA. Oh, I like the music behind you. It sets the mood. Good morning.
Oh, it does. It does totally, Sally. God, they start to play this music and it's almost like deafening, but that's when the crowds start to come in. You can see behind me, everyone's piling into the Olympic Park. Hopefully a bit better day for Team USA. They wanted to show you guys just how bad the traffic is right now because it's being diverted on the frontage road to get around all this mess right here. So very big backups. And this is why down here you can see this semi crash. And a tow truck has just arrived on the scene. And there's everything from football, you have to throw the ball into a hole. There's basketball, which I have to tell you, by the way, this might be more fun for the adults. Julie and I, my photographer, have been practicing. It is just fun. It's something to, you see, I obviously need to practice more. It's something to get these kids out and working and have fun with them. 32 weeks that they have been working hard for this as these cadets right now are graduating. You see them walking by me here. This is a big accomplishment for these officers. But in just weeks, what you'll no longer find, cash. The restaurant has slowly been phasing it out. And at the food truck location, it's been credit card only for the past 2 months. The speed limit here, 30 miles per hour. They posted this digital reader board, hopefully encouraging drivers to slow down. But the people that live here say even in this neighborhood, it's still too fast. I think one of the biggest things we've talked about this morning is safety. That is the reason we're going live inside our news truck this morning. The lightning is really striking right above our heads. Will that cause a bit of a congestion there depending on how much traffic is using this toll lane?
At rush hour, there's already a lot of congestion.
Here's what the TEA report recommends. Pre-K classrooms should have no more than 22 students, with a ratio of 11 students for every 1 teacher. For Austin ISD, it all depends on age. I'm actually joined by the man of the hour at Reagan High School, Mulbacar. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you feeling? Because this is official now. You signed the papers, having some cake and everything.
Oh, I feel excited. I feel very excited.
I thought we got up early. I'm just impressed with all the South by Southwest fans that waited in line so early this morning to come check this out. They're actually on the second performance right now, and as you can see, people spilling out of the room right now. It is a packed house. They kind of changed up the scenery a little bit here today, but of course, with the change of scenery kind of came some change of the weather. It is so windy out here. I think I've tried to find every bobby pin that I can around here to try and help, so bear with me on this wind-blown hair. Talking about Donald Trump's tax plan, and she had mentioned that the wealthiest of people in the country would benefit from that. That is actually true. He's been arrested, he's been indicted, had the charges dismissed, and then refiled. I know that this looks like a normal kitchen, but this is actually H-E-B's mobile kitchen, very unique and very cool. And take a look at this. In just a few hours, this kitchen's going to be very busy, cooking up all the fixins, the turkey, thousands of pounds of it. These 2 big rigs crashed. This one caught on fire, and now all that is left is honestly a skeleton of this truck. Caldwell County Sheriff's Office handed us this statement from the sheriff himself, although they say they won't have someone out here, at least right now, that can talk to us to provide any more information. This really all comes down to safety, improving this intersection. It can be very busy, actually. I've seen a lot of cars through here. One of the big projects has to do with this bridge you see behind me, the Great Oaks Bridge, and some improvements to help with any future flooding. This thing, by the way, made of goose feathers, all from the left wing of the goose. It makes it more aerodynamic. It can go 200 miles an hour, you guys. This is really cool stuff. So I just want to let you know it's going to be a fun day. A lot of new sports starting today. And I actually went and knocked on the door, spoke to the homeowner. Yes, very shaken up. They've actually lived in this home for nearly 20 years, never had anything like this happen. Pretty intense wake-up call, I can tell you that. And you can actually see there's tire marks. A couple of the trees taken out in the front yard went smashing into that front area of the house. That's actually a bedroom that belonged to one of the people that lived here. And that person did end up with some minor cuts and scrapes because of that. She told me, the woman that I talked to said everyone was asleep when the car hit the house. Police say they actually started chasing the driver after he stole a Lexus off of South Congress, and then the chase ended here. He lost control and crashed into this home and took off running. The woman who lives here says that that man sleeping in the front bedroom is, of course, the most shaken up out of all of them because the mirror went crashing down and ended up cutting and scraping him a bit. But again, she and everyone who lives there just happy that everyone's okay.
And we thought somebody had busted our door open, but come to find out it was a car that went through that wall over there. So and we woke us all up, and we were just scared, you know, what was going on. We heard the police and all that, so it was pretty scary.
Can't imagine how scary something like that would be. Now, police say they're not actively searching for the suspect simply because they said they have some home surveillance video from a neighbor that they believe will really help them identify who this driver was. We're going to be talking with police throughout the morning and hopefully get you some new details by this afternoon. For now, we are live in South Austin. Alicia Inns, KXAN News.
That's how we do it.
400 pizzas sold in one day.
Trying to break that record today.
Whoever thinks that's an unrealistic sales goal hasn't met Sherlon Jackson Veal.
Who can make it happen? Pizza lady can, 'cause she sells them all day.
It's a day the pizza lady has been waiting for since last year, ever since she broke her goal of 350 pizzas sold.
Actually made a total of 500 pizzas because I have to have a lot to demo all through the day.
Rocking her new shirt, she's got a new number in mind. She's well on her way to the most pizzas sold in HEB history.
It ain't where I've been, where HEB is about to go.
Yeah, she's a good salesperson.
She gets behind something, she gets behind it, goes for 100%, and she sells the heck out of it.
And with a little help from her friends,
All right,
Pizza Lady is handing out more than just samples. She's handing out smiles with a side of determination.
I'm going to stay until I hit 400. If I have to work all night, I just got to be saying pizza all night long.
Alicia Inns.
HEB is still the one. Hey!
KXAN News. Chapter 1 in this story begins with the love of reading for Matthew Elsass and his family.
We have a 16-month-old. I mean, they're at the library right now for story time.
It led the way to Chapter 2 in this tale. The little free libraries, boxes popping up in front yards filled with books, and part of a worldwide movement. It runs on the honor system.
Each library has its own kind of unique little flair because of the neighborhood it's around.
The idea is take a book, return a book, not take the whole stash and dash. That's where Chapter 3 comes in, the book bandit.
Well, if it happened right across the street and it's happening kind of in the whole neighborhood, that's what put me the idea. So I decided to put a camera up in the tree, and it actually caught the guy doing it.
Matthew's surveillance video shows a man emptying nearly every shelf of his little library and doing the same to neighbors all around town, hoping to make an easy buck reselling the titles at bookstores.
We've been strongly advising them to put stamps in their little free library books, and then we can look out for them here at Half Price Books in Austin and not buy anything that has those little free library stamps.
Neighbors say the moral of this story, like it is in most, the bad guys never win in the end.
We're hoping that he just kind of quits.
Alicia Inns, KXAN News.